Welcome back, everyone. I'm Matthew from thewetpen.com, and today is the 20th of December. So let's see what's behind door number 20 on the Inkvent calendar. Here we have an ink called Arctic Blast. And this one is a chameleon and sheening ink, and it's clearly a blue. I'm going to swatch this one on my coloring, on Tomoe River, and on Cosmo Air Light, which is a little bit warmer. I'd better give this bottle a good shake. And this is a vibrant medium blue. Doesn't lean as green as I thought it might. Let's see how this dries down. Okay, as soon as it dries, that icy blue-green glitter starts to show up, and there's a healthy amount of pink sheen in the heavy areas too. Looking at the coloring and the Tomoe River, the ink looks a little greener on the Japanese paper, and the glitter is more prominent, but even this coloring swatch has pretty heavy, even glitter this time. Here we have the coloring and the Cosmo Air Light, which looks very similar to the Tomoe River this time. The color is a little greener than the coloring, and the sheen is brighter too. Thinking back to some of the earlier Inkvent inks, I was curious whether this would be similar to Diamine Polar Glow, which I have in a full-size bottle. I'll just swatch them on the same piece of Cosmo Air Snow paper here. As soon as the Polar Glow is on paper, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be more turquoise than the Arctic Blast, but here's the Arctic Blast next to it. I'll let these dry for a moment, and they turn out to be not that close. The Arctic Blast is much more of a true medium blue, but that reminded me of Ruby Blues from last year's calendar. Let's see how they look next to each other. And now that they're dry, they really look pretty similar. So I think it's fair to think of Arctic Blast as Ruby Blues with glitter in it. But of course, this blue is one of the most popular colors on the market. I probably have 20 inks that would be indistinguishable if they weren't labeled. Birmingham Angelfish is fairly similar, and Krishna Calcutta is probably even closer. This Become Fish Soul is very close, but with a little more sheen. And this Monteverde Horizon is pretty close, although I think I meant to grab Capri. And there are a bunch of others that are close too. Some of these are closer than others. Anyway, I did a little writing sample on some Cosmo Air Snow and on some ruled Rhodia. On the Cosmo, I started with a double broad nib, and I got a good amount of sheen and some occasional glitter, and in the lighter areas, the color is nice and vibrant. There wasn't much shading, but the ink flowed well, definitely on the wet side of average. With the medium Bach nib, things looked mostly the same, but I got a little bit more of the blue color. On the Rhodia, the color was significantly darker, and with both nibs, when there was a lot of glitter on the nib, I would get some skipping now and then. Again, with the Bach nib, the ink was a little lighter and more colorful, but also with less sheen. And I'm going to leave it at that today. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time to finish these videos, so some of these next ones might be a little quick, but hopefully I can find some more time and get them done. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow with another new bottle of ink.